Um, Today I decided I'm going to do a care video on water monitors. And before we get started, all this information might not be totally right, but it works for me, and I think it's good. Alright, I'll start off with lighting. Right here, I have a 100-watt bulb, and then I have this, I think it's by Exoterra light fixture. Then I have this UVB bulb, Exoterra also, little expensive. This gives off a lot of heat. It's nice. And the temperatures right there on his back, you can see him basking, should be between 100 and 110. And this doesn't really matter what temperature it is. It's just it acts as natural light, like the light outside, and it substitutes for that. Yeah, and temperatures in here should be around 90. Over here, it might get around 90. Over here, a little higher at 95, 90 to 100. And it cannot get below 80 degrees, even at night. It's very bad for them. Could cause respiratory infections and all that stuff. Caging. I have, this is from here to over here, 4 foot, from here to here, a foot tall, from here to here, 2 foot. And substrate right now is Eco Earth. It keeps the humidity pretty high. It's about 2 inches deep. I gotta get some more to make it at least 4, because they love to dig and make tunnels to hide themselves. And I have the water tub. I have that. I have all these plants in here for him to hide. That plant right there, and those plants for him to hide. His little food dish, and some more plants back there. I got some pebbles for him to play with if need be. And now I'll move on to humidity. The humidity should be, I spray it about 3 to 5 times a day, and humidity should be around above 50. Yeah, I spray the top. As you can see right there, there's still some more, and I actually sprayed it probably an hour ago, and it's still there. And that's good, because that drops will go down, and that's good. And I sprayed at the top. Cypress mulch also is good for the bedding. That keeps humidity very high. Yeah, I spray it 3 to 5 times a day, and there's the water. And yeah, now I'll move on to watering. I have right there. I have a tub that he can swim in, and it's about 1 foot long, which is good. I mean, he's not gonna totally just swim in there the whole day, but that's good. And I keep the pebbles at the bottom, so he has a nice grip. And then I have this jungle wood play thing that he can, if he needs to get out, he just grabs onto that and he gets out. And oh yeah, and he's probably, most likely, all water monitors do this, he's probably gonna poop in it. So I don't know why they do that. They just poop. You have to change it every day, because bacteria and other diseases can get in there if you don't change it. And he has to drink out of that. That's the only really thing he can drink from. So yeah, you gotta clean that every day. And you can, I give him a bath. I give him just go to if you're a kid and you have just a bath, it's nice to fill it up half land, half water, so then he can swim in it and get rid of his shed. And yeah, just get rid of his shed and make it good. Leave him in there for probably around 5 minutes is good, as long as he wants. And then shedding, they do their shedding isn't really good. I don't know why, because I keep high humidity, that water thing, and I even put him in there, but he just sheds little blotches. And most people probably would hate that, but you can't change it. They're not a snake when they shed the whole thing. Oh yeah, for shedding, I just put him in the bath. That gets rid of like a lot of his shed, and that's great. Feeding? Let's see. I feed him about 15 small crickets a day, or around 5 large crickets a day. The problem with the 5 large, medium would probably be perfect. Around 10 to 15 medium would probably be perfect. The problem with the large is he's still a baby, and he can't digest it very well. So I just feed him the small crickets, maybe a big cricket every now and then. Right there, what I'm gonna put in there, I ordered it from LL Reptile. It's called a monitor and lizard diet. That's great. Oh yeah, and when I'm feeding him, I feed him with like these tongs, or there's these smaller ones. I don't know where they are right now. They're right here. The small ones, Exoterra, that's a little cheaper. But I feed him with the tongs, so he tames down a little bit, and he's not very aggressive. Because these do get up to about males probably around 8 feet, females being 5 to 6 feet. They get that big. That means they can get that big. They're the 3rd biggest in the world, besides the Komodo and the crocodile monitor. Yeah. Oh yeah. And for watering, I have this thing. It's this. It blows out water. It's great. It keeps like from bacteria and all that crap building up. I put that in sometimes, and if he hasn't gone in it for a while, yeah, that just blows air. $11, cheap. It's awesome. And hiding, they need plants, deep mulch, a hide, and yeah, they need a hide and mostly deep substrate. They need the deep substrate. I don't know why, they just love to dig. And right there, if you might not be able to see it, there's the heat thing, and there's that little that little hole that he can go into right there. And it definitely stays warm under there, because the heat's going right onto the top of it, and it stays warm, and that's good. And let's see. Their size and everything, and infections and taming. Like I said, the males are probably gonna get up at the most. Notice I said at the most, so they might not get this big, but at the most 9 feet, and they'll probably stay around 7, 8 feet, and you definitely want to hold them at least once every day, tame them down. Mine's a little skittish, but I just got him, and he's a baby, so yeah, he's a little skittish. But when they get bigger, they'll probably calm down, unless you never hold them. You really don't want a freaking 8-foot monitor that wants to rip your head off. You really, really don't want that. And, yeah. And, they can, if you don't miss their cage properly, you can, and keep the humidity up, they can get respiratory infections, and you really don't want them to get respiratory infections, because then you got to bring them to the doctor, and they got to do all this stuff, and, yeah. And that's pretty much, oh yeah, for feeding, okay, there's my mister I use. It's an Exoterra. It's great. You just pump it right here, and it pumps. And once it gets kind of hard to pump, you just spray it. And there's an adjustment nozzle right there. And then for feeding, here's the light I use first. The Zilla Day White Light Incandescent Spot. Provides focused, all that stuff. 100 watt. Yeah. For feeding, you can supplement their food with Reptical. There's the calcium and the Herptovite. Herptovite and Reptical once a month. Calcium every other feeding. And yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. If I didn't cover exactly everything, just comment. I can, if there's a lot of stuff I forgot, I'll do another video. And then I can do care video on my green tree monitor, my tortoises, my sulcata, and my my 2 normal bearded dragons, and my ear mastics, 2 mollies and 1, female Nigerian. And then I have a baby viola chameleon. I can do a care video on that, and this is my sister's stuff. A baby viola chameleon and a sugar glider. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.